Pakistan cricket, one moment up, the next moment they are down. If you have to sum up this particular quote that Nasir Hussain once made on air during the India versus Pakistan ICC Champions Trophy final, then day two of the Karachi test between Pakistan and New Zealand summed up exactly why Pakistan cricket is so volatile at this point in time. They had New Zealand on the ropes at 345 for 9, and they were going to bowl them out for under a par total because remember, it's a very flat deck in Karachi. But New Zealand have ensured that Pakistan's woes have increased as Matt Henry and Ajaz Patel have strung a 104-run partnership for the final wicket, and that has ensured New Zealand have ended on 449 against Pakistan after the end of their first innings. This was Matt Henry's third 50 in Test cricket, and in a big way, New Zealand have reached a par total, if you may say, on a flat deck against Pakistan. Remember, it was a case of two collapses which happened on day one. Number one, Devon Conway and Tom Latham were absolutely going on brilliantly. But a late third session collapse led by Naseem Shah and Aga Salman ensured that New Zealand would be staring down the barrel. They were 226 for 1. But then after that, as the day ended, they had lost 7 wickets. And towards towards day two, we all felt that perhaps it was a matter of time before New Zealand could capitulate. But Matt Henry and Ajaz Patel's partnership has ensured that Pakistan gave away 104 runs for the final wicket. And this is a new record, by the way, if you have to look at it. Because if you have to look at the list of top partnerships for the 10th wicket against Pakistan, they are the second New Zealand pair to achieve it. Richard Collins and Brian Hastings achieved a partnership of 151 for the final wicket against Pakistan in Auckland 1973. But there are 3 other players who scored a partnership in excess of 100 for the final wicket against Pakistan. India, led by Ghulam Ahmad and Hemu Adhikari, 109 in the 1952 Delhi Test. 107 unbeaten run partnership, which was between A.B. de Villiers and Morne Morkel in Abu Dhabi 2010. 106 Carl Hooper and Courtney Walsh during the St. John's Test in Antigua in 1993 that ensured Pakistan would be denied against the West Indies. And now, a 104-run stand between Matt Henry and Ajaz Patel has ensured New Zealand end on 449 all out. For Pakistan, it will be once again a case of too little too late because Abrar Ahmed's 4 wickets combined with 3 wickets from Naseem Shah and Aga Salman have ensured they put Pakistan on top. But unfortunately for them, New Zealand's tail batted deep. Ajaz Patel in particular played some magnificent pull shots and he could counter the short ball pretty well. Either the Pakistani players were way too short or the pitch did not allow short pitch bowling to happen on a very frequent basis. And so, at the end of the day, New Zealand have been boosted by a last wicket partnership of 104 and they become the second New Zealand pair after Richard Collins and Brian Hastings in 1973. 40, almost 50 years ago, yes. 50 years ago, they have stitched a 100-plus stand for the final wicket. And Pakistan's problems continue to mount. I mean, look at the pitch yet again that they've dished out in Karachi. Slow deck, flat deck, hardly any assistance for the bowlers. And it took some inspired bowling from Naseem Shah and Aga Salman to ensure that New Zealand would be under control. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen for them. And looking at the current result, I'll say again, second New Zealand pair after Richard Collins and Brian Hastings to score 100 plus for the 10th wicket. And if we have to look at the overall summary of the game, well, it's a very sorry state for Pakistan because they started off well. If I may say, New Zealand, Tom Latham with 71, Devon Conway with 122. They had stitched a brilliant partnership and their partnership was worth close to 134 and 234 for 1. They were really solid. But 60, if you may say 75 runs and 5 wickets. 75 runs and 5 wickets ensured that Pakistan got the initiative back. At 345 for 9, it was all but done. But 104 run stand with Ajaz Patel and Matt Henry has ensured that New Zealand are in relatively safe territory. For Pakistan, an uphill fight begins now, because there the wicket is offering a bit more spin than it did in the first test. And remember, both New Zealand and Pakistan are out of contention for the World Test Championship final. It has now boiled down to a 3-horse race, or a 4-horse race, you will look at it. Australia, India, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. Remember, if South Africa win the Sydney Test, it's game on in the World Test Championship cycle final. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you.